Hey YouTube, good evening. It's Patrice from Patrice Sunflower here, and welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to be cooking something similar that I've cooked before, but yet entirely different. This is going to be a taco bean pasta. Yes, this is a vegetarian dish. So normally I put beef, but I thought, why not try something fresh and new for summer? So this is a black bean, can of black beans, no name. And I'm going to be swapping the beef for the black beans instead because black beans are so healthy and versatile and loaded with protein and goodness, really. So yeah, I'm going to be using the beans, and I'm going to be using a different, normally I get Rotel, but this time I'm going to be getting the Ulmer accents. It's got green pepper, celery, and onion in it, and tomatoes, with some stewed tomatoes, of course. And then for our pasta, I'm going to use a familiar one, the La Molesana. This is the, let's see here, what does this say? Trafilata al bronzo. Okay, so this is a 100% durum wheat semolina pasta, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I like to use this one, it's a very good one. And then of course we have our standard medium cheddar cheese, some garlic, the Old El Paso taco seasoning, the onion, and of course the scallions, the green onions. So I'm going to wash up everything here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it all together. Ingredients that won't be shown right at this moment would be olive oil and what else? Probably just the olive oil. Maybe some salt or pepper, but I don't know for sure. Be right back. By the way, if you're new to my channel, as mentioned, I am Patrice. I post transit videos as well as tasting and cooking videos. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment, and share, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. I also have a PayPal link within my first comment on my bio page as well if you wish to donate my channel and support me. Thank you so much. So guys, I turned on the stove and I'm going to be using a large frying pan. I'm going to chop up this large onion as well as some garlic. So guys, feel free to use as much or as little onion as you like, and also garlic. If you wish to omit the garlic and onions, you're free to do so. In my case, I'm going to add all of this into the frying pan momentarily. Going to go ahead and add some olive oil to the pan. And we're going to add in these onions here. And now the grated garlic. I'm just going to stir up the garlic and onions together here on a medium to high heat. Not too high to burn the garlic. And now I'm going to go ahead and rinse and drain out the black beans, and I'm going to add it right into the garlic and onions. Just rinsing out the beans, just getting all the liquid off of them, making sure they're nice and clean and fresh. You don't have to rinse them, but sometimes I rinse them. Now it's time to add the beans in. I just lowered the heat a little bit. And go ahead and incorporate that right into the mixture of the onions and garlic. It smells so good already. The onions and the garlic smells amazing. Wow. So guys, previously when I made this dish, I used the beef. And as you guys know, we have to brown the beef and cook it. But with the beans, these beans are already pre-cooked. So this is just a light little simmer to incorporate the flavors of the garlic and onions into the beans. Sort of like a little marriage, you know, introduction. And silly use of words. But now we're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to add in the taco seasoning. Again, just adding in the taco seasoning. I'm using mild. You can use spicy if you wish. Because we're not using the beef, this is going to be a little bit different, but I think it's going to be really good. Might be even more tasty, actually. Beans are so healthy, nutritious, budget friendly, of course. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now the beans are nicely coated in the taco seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and lower the heat even more. And then I'm going to add in the rotel, or the accent, the Aylmer accent, the tomato base. And now let's add in the Aylmer accent. Okay, that's looking lovely. Let that simmer for a few minutes and be back. And now it's time to add in some beef broth. Of course, if this was completely vegetarian, you would have used, I would have used rather, a vegetarian broth or veggie broth. I'm going to use some beef broth. So it's going to be partially vegetarian, since I decided to make this dish before actually getting all the ingredients, and I figured I had some broth at home already. So it's partially vegetarian, and this is normally what we put in to this dish, which is like a hamburger helper, but this is a bean helper in this case. And I'm going to go ahead and be right back with the next ingredient. So that was about a cup of beef broth. Of course, you can use veggie broth or water, or you could use stock, your choice. And now the star of the show, the macaroni, the elbows. I'm just going to go right in. Give this a stir, all incorporating everything together nicely. Because this is a one-pot taco bean, not beef pasta. Everything's going to cook in one pot. And it's going to be amazing. Be right back. Okay guys, so I needed to add a little bit more of the beef broth, or veggie broth if you're using veggie, because the pasta is soaked up into the beans, because that's a one-pot dish, and the pasta is just soaking up all the liquid really nicely. Just giving this a gentle stir to make sure it doesn't burn, and keeping the heat on a medium-high heat. And as it cooks further, it will continue to absorb, the pasta will continue to absorb all the liquid, because we're cooking this in one pot. Lovely. Looking and smelling wonderful. Delicious. So guys, I grated up half the package of cheese, and that's the other half. And I also ended up using one entire container of the beef broth. So that would be 900 mils. And half of the package of cheese I grated. I also added another 2 cloves of garlic. And everything is nicely cooking here. Almost ready for the cheese. One nice thing that I really like about this dish is you can control the amount of salt and seasonings that you put in it. The beans are naturally salted, and the accent, or the rotel, naturally has salt, and of course the cheese. So this is a pretty good dish if you're watching salt, or not too. You can add as much salt or as little as you want, or none at all, because it has salt already in the ingredients, which is handy. The macaroni is almost cooked. I'm going to give it another, I think, probably 2 minutes. I'm going to add in a bit of pepper, black pepper, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, totally optional, and some salt. Again, about a 1/4 teaspoon. And now it's time to add in the cheese. I just added in all the cheese, and now I'm incorporating it, and it's getting thicker as it cooks. So it's a little thick and gravy-ish now, but it will thicken as it cools, and I'll be able to taste it. But it looks amazing. I'm super pleased. I added in a little bit more cheese. So 3/4 of the package of cheese I added in total. It's looking amazing. Nice and cheesy. Vegetarian mac and cheese almost. Well guys, our 1-pot bean taco pasta is ready to taste. I'm just going to let it cool for a few minutes and I'll be right back to taste with you. Well guys, our 1-pot cheesy bean taco pasta topped with scallions or green onions is ready to taste and cooled off. It looks so good. Can't wait to dig in and give it a try. Look at that. Vegetarian dish with beef stock, of course, but wow, looks amazing. Nice and crunchy. Onions. The beans are really nice with it instead of the beef. I might have to try this again. Really good. I just had to get a glass of water. It was very hot. My mouth was almost burning. I guess I misjudged the amount of time that I let it cool off. It's still pretty hot. So let's just mix it up. Wow, look at that. Our 1-pot dish, vegetarian, easy, versatile, budget-friendly, colorful, healthy, full of protein, nutrition. You could even use gluten-free pasta if you want, and you could use vegan cheese and make it completely vegan with vegetable stock. Wonderful taco seasoning as well. Goes really nicely with the black beans. I might use pinto beans or red kidney beans with this one. But the black beans are really, really, really good. I read some really good things about black beans, how healthy they are. Really good for you too. I suppose you could also put some avocado on this, maybe even some taco chips. But overall, I'm really, really pleased. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to continue eating here. And until next time, see you later.